Hi, we're going to talk about LogScope, which is an iPhone application that you can look at wells as a list view, or you can look at them as a map view, as shown here. We're going to show you how to use WITSML to bring your data in. To access the WITSML, hit the Settings button, and that'll take you to Preferences. Scroll right to the end and tap on WITSML. You then choose the WITSML server, and I have Baker, which is preloaded, and then it will give me a list of wells. So we hit the well ball, and the list of wells are listed here. Check your well you selected, and then select the subwell, and then you go all the way back. You need to give the well a unique name. I'm calling this Z. And then I just go in and map the logs, and in this case I'm going to map just the gamma ray, just to show you quickly how this is done. So you can scroll through the list. So we're going to show you a couple screens of the curves. You can select all the curves at once, so that'll save time. But I'm just going to select the gamma ray, and I'm just going to plot that. So you hit a bunch of dones, which gets you back, and it will show a template. And in that template, to add a curve to a track, you tap on the track, it turns yellow, and then you just add a curve, which is down the bottom. And we are adding the gamma ray here, and you can also change the scale. Default scale is 0 to 100 here, so we change that to 0 to 200. You can also save this as a template. You would have seen that in the menu down the bottom. And then we scroll along the bottom menu bar until we see WITSML, and when we hit that, it brings up a menu, and we choose play mode, and it hits play, and then you get the working, and it builds the curve. You can change the scale using pinch and squeeze, but I'm going to use the scale button, and I'm going to change to see the full plot. And there we are, we have the full curve. LogScope does not forget your parameters at all, so when you exit and you exit out of LogScope, you can come back into the exact same well. We'll just get the well to exist, show, refresh, and we open up that well, and we can actually go back to the WITSML, and we can go into setup, and we can add more curves to the log mapping using the same approach. This time we'll add the density, and it starts with the letter B, so we type B, and then we scroll through and add the density like so. So we just scroll down. So we load the density curve, and it's worth noting that LogScope remembers your setup. So you can always come back into the well. We're going to add the density curve to the existing density curve on the third track, and instead of using the play mode, we're actually going to use the update to current mode in the WITSML. So we hit the update to current, and then it updates the log to the current point in time. LogScope can do quite sophisticated WITSML plots. This example shows the images for the gamma ray and the density neutron. The next thing we'll show you is that you can actually convert the plot and show it in deviated mode. In this case, we just go to settings, and we set the whole azimuth and inclination to be the azimuth and the inclination. So do the azimuth first, and we get that done, and then we do the inclination second. This is called deviation, and we just put it in the deviation slot, and then when we're done, it will display the plot in a deviated form, and you can use pinch and squeeze to show the plot. LogScope also allows you to look at wells in cross section, so we're going to take the wells from this field called liner, and we're going to circle them on the map. So you just take your finger, circle them on a map, and then we just use the zoom and select it, and we can see them. So I'm just going to squeeze it up a little bit, and then I just circle like so, and then I just pick a projection line, and it will do projection or fenced, and then I just hit the cross section, and then I use a template and it loads the template. Once it's drawn the cross-section, you can scale to fit. You can also manipulate the zones, which are drawn on here, and you can add your correlations as well on the cross-section. Thank you.